Hi, I'm Shawn James, author of the ISIS series and publisher of SJS Direct. The ISIS series is action-packed African American fantasy fiction which features the adventures of the Egyptian goddess next door, or Nuhiliapoldnes, we call it in the ISIS series. The ISIS series features a positive black female heroine in, again, action-packed African American fantasy adventures, and the book series has grown in popularity not only in the African American community, but communities all over the world. ISIS series books have sold in not only the US, but in the UK, Germany, France, Poland, Japan, China, Canada, and Mexico. Um, and as the audience has expanded for the ISIS series, I have been I have been trying to improve the quality of the paperback and ebooks in the ISIS series. One of the big problems I have in publishing ISIS series books is the covers. In almost all the cases, I'm usually forced to draw covers by hand, such as in the case of, you know, ISIS the Beauty Myth here, I'm forced to draw the covers myself. Now, what I would like to do is what I did last year with the ISIS series book, ISIS Wrath of the Cyber Goddess, is hire a professional artist to design it. This is ISIS Wrath of the Cyber Goddess. This was designed by artist Bill Walker of the Hero Business, a great comic artist. He did a great job on the cover, and this is what I would like for to be the standard for the ISIS series, here on in. And unfortunately, I've been out of work for some time, and I've been publishing these books, using my savings because I really want to give African American audiences positive stories about the African American experience, and I really want to diversify the African American book market by offering African American fantasy fiction. Um, so I come out of my pocket to publish these books. Um, and what I'd like to do with this Kickstarter project is I would like to raise $1,000 to pay for an artist to design the covers of the books for the ISIS series for 2015. Because for 2015, I'm doing an event where the ISIS series crosses over with its sister book, the East series, for two stories. The story will start in the first book, ISIS Night of the Vampires, and it will conclude in the second book, East Undercover. Now, what's unique about this crossover is that it's a crossover where instead of the stories starting in one book and ending in the other, both are actually running parallel with events running at the same time. And what happens in this is that we're going to be seeing two stories that are single self-contained stories, but they're running at the same time, and that's what I mean by a parallel model. Again, what I really want to do is hire a professional artist so I can get like Bill Walko to give me a quality cover like this, because a lot of people have complained about the hand-drawn covers like I did here for you know ISIS: The Ultimate Fight, or you know ISIS: Amari's Revenge. They really complain about these covers, and I really want to make that positive first impression on readers, and I really want to continue raising the bar and showing people, that I'm trying to improve the quality and the standards of SJS Direct publications. There was a lot of positive feedback to the ISIS Wrath of the Cyber Goddess cover, and I want to continue building on that momentum and continue building that goodwill with readers. Um, and for every donation is going to help me, really build the audience all over the world and help me build, make that positive first impression, because the cover is the first impression many readers have regarding a book, and I really want to make that powerful first impression with the ISIS series, because the series is growing even with hand-drawn covers, but I think we could really expand it much larger if I could hire professional artists on a regular basis. Now, the rewards I have to offer for this Kickstarter is, for $20, you'll get a copy of ISIS Night of the Vampires or East Team Undercover. That's your choice. For $50, you'll get, you know, a both copies of ISIS Night of the Vampires or and East Team Undercover with cover art featuring the work of the professional artist. This is also for the $20 donation too. You're gonna get that copy of ISIS Night of the Vampires or East Team Undercover with the cover featuring the cover art. Um, for $100, I will send you every book in the ISIS series so far. That's for a $100 donation, and that includes ISIS, the first book in the ISIS series, ISIS Trial of the Goddess, the second book in the ISIS series, ISIS Samari's Revenge, ISIS The Ultimate Fight, um, let's see, ISIS The Beauty Myth, ISIS My Sister, My Frenemy, ISIS All About the Goddess, and ISIS Wrath of the Cyber Goddess, and the not pictured ISIS Power of the Princess. You're going to get all those books for a $100 donation. Um, and those are the rewards for the project. I really want to make that positive first impression on readers. I really want to make that positive first impression, get more people into this ISIS series because, we really need great young adult fiction out there. And fantasy fiction is something that is sort of desperately needed in the African American community. And I'm trying to expand, so that I can increase my presence, so that I can get more people all over the world reading African American fantasy fiction, and make people more aware of the genre and give them stories that are great, so that they'll start reading other African American fantasy fiction writers. But in order for me to do that, again, I need to make a positive first impression, and the first impression most people get from a book is the cover. And I really want to give people two great covers this year, and the only way I can do that is with your help. I thank you for looking at my video and taking a look at my project. I really appreciate it, and I'm hoping that you take some time and donate, whatever you can. Again, thank you for your support. And